Hello, welcome back. I am playing Dream Daddy again because we haven't quite finished it yet, and I think everybody is on 2 hearts. So whatever the third heart means, we might have another Brian situation. Is all I'm saying. It does feel like it's winding down, like we're getting to the end, where we're going to get some conclusions. We're going to find out what the hell's going on with Joseph and Robert, and maybe Hugo will get some confidence, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be happening. I will say, this isn't related to the game. I will say tomorrow, probably not going to stream because I need to be on a train going about 100 kilometres up the country to look at a place to live, which is important. And that's like early in the morning, so I need to get some sleep beforehand. And that unfortunately means I've got to go to bed slightly earlier, which means I won't have time to stream, because streaming generally gives me a little bit of energy, and I can't be doing that. No matter how many of these tablets I take, it's not going to put me asleep enough to, really be on the ball to be travelling. So, but that's just something. Which means a little bit more time before we have a start on. Is it Shining Pearl? I think it's Shining Pearl. Yeah. So, I suppose we'll just go on. Let's just get on. We'll start with Craig again. My God, he's a handsome man. Yes. So, can I? Oh, I can't click on these. Okay. Let's message him. Hey, you know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse Dad Book for a while. Are you ready? Is this gonna take up the whole stream? And should I be ready to cut away? Just in case something. I don't know anything about this game. Just saying, I don't know how far things go in this game. So, we've played for a while, but this could be. Why is my phone making noises? Like loads and loads of noises. Oh, apparently my volume's up, and also people are messaging me a lot. Well, not messaging me a lot. I'm in various group chats. Okay. Save and continue. Let's get on. Let's see what happens. Craig, we may be insert rest of sentence there. It took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. Didn't we just go camping with Brian? Oh, no, it was fishing. Okay. He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that we'll just be able to spend some time relaxing in nature together. Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out. But the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. That's always good. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags and the tent, while he takes care of the food, so I double-checked to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Beep beep. Come on, get your ass up. Amanda's going to be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. I am scratching my arse. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day. Longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling as nervous as I am about it. Hey, Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip.
Huh?
Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all of my camera equipment, lenses, tripod, flash, and all that. And you were sitting on it? Those things can break. Don't do that. Ooh, bad idea. Are you even going to have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I always find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on natural monuments. Ooh, what's the series about? Natural monuments. It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods, out there in nature, you know, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature, the old Madre de trees. Are you gonna be alright on your own? That's a word. I'm not gonna have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call you all at once. This sounds like a terrible idea. We're gonna get attacked by a hillbilly or, you know, buggered by wolves. Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple days without constant updates on who just got voted off the International Haunted House Hunters. ... Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. And then she steals my wallet. She's been hanging around with Robert. Relax, Dadtron. Beep, beep, boop. I am Dad. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mum chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Especially not my wallet. In fact, give that back.
Huh?
Since you asked nicely, fine. Promise. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. I got it. Don't you dare. Such a gentleman. Ooh, I swoon. I almost had a case of the vapors there. Never Jesus Christ. Put the dicks away. Never put the dicks away. Never fear. These muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. Okay. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything good with Amanda? Please stop growling like that in my ear. I just realised my camera... I gotta keep changing my camera. Maybe I should just make, like, a setting for that. So I could move my camera up without having to go in and nudge it up every time. Why is it not? Ah, okay. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Okay. So, yep, on our way to a school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? All ready at Smashley's for the weekend? I'm ready to get my camp on. I think he's fallen asleep. I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get in. Oh no! What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No. It's just... Just try to relax. Let the juicer float away. Take all of your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I had in my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. Do you want to listen to those? No. I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through it. I thumb through a page after page of kids sing-along CDs. CD's nuts dangling over my eyes. They're Arabian meat goggles. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star takes me back to when I was 2. Keep going. Get to the end of the case to find the very last slot, a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Keg Stands Mega Mix Volume 1. Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. I pop the CD into the car stereo, and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays, and soon enough we're both happily scream-singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. Because my car is a plane. This song was Carl's favourite. Carl, the third roommate, who brought that dog home one night, and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. That RA was so suspicious of us, but could never prove anything. Didn't we already have this conversation? I feel like we've already had this conversation about the dog. And Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. Boring. It feels good to be back out here. Boring. Real good. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. This doesn't sound like the wild. It sounds very busy. Also, we've been here before. This was the park. All we've done is gone to the park. Oh, okay, it's not even a good loop. Great. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail, and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks. Otherwise, I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything all right?
I don't know.
Yep. He just said, I don't know. Oh, I've just accidentally clicked. Craig pockets the phone and we start off the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around me and take in the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognise the look of anxiety on Craig's face. Could they not have got a proper loop? Or at least, like, subtly fade it in? I recognise the look of anxiety on Craig's face. But what if there's a problem? There won't be. You've trained for this. Reception is the least of our worries. Yeah, we might get attacked by a hillbilly or buggered by wolves. There won't be. It'll be fine. Come on, but what's the worst that could happen? Come on, bud. Who's a relaxed boy? I don't know. Craig? I'm a relaxed boy. Yes, he is. Good boy. Pet, pet, pet. And then I rub his belly. That's my dude. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back. I could find another campground that gets good cell reception. Craig, seriously, what's wrong? I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in and my mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst-case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I would have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Don't punch people if they're worried. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks me directly in the eyes.
Oh.
No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. We're going to have some fun this weekend. Hint, hint, wink, wink, wank, wank. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people there.
Oh.
I can't believe you still have this tent. Found it in my attic, and already checked it for holes. It's seen better it's seen better days, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and poles onto the ground, and we unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes. This loop is awful. We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked someone to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I wouldn't put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. What happens if there's a storm? It might be storm night. We set out a couple chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork.
Hey.
Bro, look at us go. Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land. Verily. And look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on. So what's next on the camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Dude, does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over to where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. It's a big dick-shaped tree. That tree looks like a butt. Oh, I was close. It's just the other way. Is he gonna fuck the tree? I can't get over how detailed it is. Examine the butt tree further. Oh, I examined the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were going to have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Is one of the trees actually butt-shaped or something? See, that's a shame, because that would have been quite funny if they had edited this one screen just to give one of the trees an ass. Craig holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. I'm snickering now. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high-five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out our old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out. Sorry, I could see something changing on the screen. There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Someone's left the tap on. Wow, blimey, that is an actual proper waterfall and everything. Cresting over a hill, Craig and purple rocks, that's a bit weird. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place, we go to investigate. The old waterfall.
Nice.
It's gorgeous. Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. Think we could jump off of it like the old days? I don't think we'd shatter like fucking Death Becomes Her. Like when they fall down the stairs and they just become like two heads spinning on the ground. This old dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like you could climb up over there, though. Whoa. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Jesus. Okay, here we go. Prepared. Oh my god! He's practically naked. And he's just saying nothing at me. Look at Craig's... Look at Craig's butt. Don't look at Craig's butt. I mean, I'm obviously going to look at his ass. I can't help but sneak a peek. That is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. Oh. I do a lot of glute workouts. I immediately turn away blushing. You coming or what? I mean, nearly. Oh, I don't know about this dude. He keeps moving. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. ... You got it, Chief. Let's put on a show. Who needs pants anyway? They're society's oppressors. Down with pants. Down with the system. Oh. I've made that joke before. Not the system part, just the down with pants. That's the spirit. I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I... He just glitched across the screen. Craig and I climb up the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip or die on any wet rocks. Wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do, and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher up from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Gurning. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes. Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Whoosh! Which he says whoosh. He treads water and looks up at me. You coming or what? I mean, nearly. Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap. That's gonna sting. I've done that, and that hurts. You don't belly flop, because you just lose everything. Your gut feels like someone's punched you, and so does your balls. They don't tell you about that. Because they go as well. They hit the water too. Everything hurts. I resurface to find Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash water at Craig. Are you sure about that? Uh-oh, it's a splash war. I splash him again. You've given me no choice. He's about to get his ray gun out. And that's not a euphemism. That's not erections. It's a shame we don't have Jaden here. He would have been right on that. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast! Well, luckily we're in the water and we can't quite see it. He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. Squirt water at him with your hands. Hammer fist. Dunk him. I think he needs a Duncan. I lunge for Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. Are we about to murder him? If this is how he dies, this is the way I want him to. This is the way I want to do it. I summon all of my dad strength to lift Craig out of the water. Hey! And I drop him down for the splash. Craig bounces back out of the water. How? How does he bounce out of the water? What does that mean? It's not actually water, it's rubber, apparently. My turn. Oh no, it seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up and dunk him. He grapples me with his clearly superior muscles and quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water devastated. You think I did all those pull-ups just so I could look good with my shirt off? Nah, bro. These arm cannons are dad launchers. Jesus Christ. Craig does a playful flex for me. Damn. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands, there is peace. And then he dunks me again. Chucks me across the room. Not that we are in a room. We're outside. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. Do it again! Not so scary now, huh? Well, belly flops hurt. Maybe don't. And you go red, that's the thing. The splat, the splat just sort of... And then you get... your whole front turns red. It's like you've been slapped. I'll race you to the top. I've had enough excitement for today. Okay, let's go to the top again. We run all the way back up the slick rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Want to go again? Yes. With the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back up the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I belly flop into the water. Phew, man, this is fun. Got one more in you? I live for danger. I'm ready to throw in the towel. Danger! Bring on the danger! It takes us a little more time, but we get to the waterfall and both do our best running jumps into the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get going back before it gets too dark. You kidding? I've never felt more alive! You're right. We've got some shagging to do. I assume. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this game's about. Like I said, I get it. I get the game. I just don't know what's going to happen. It's not banned on Twitch, so I assume nothing untoward is going to happen. Just... look at him! I think this is the limit. But if anything does happen, I'm ready on the buttons, okay? We should probably head back. We go to put our clothes back on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. It's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes in tinfoil. Mm-hmm. You ready for a feast? I'm ready for some food. I'd never say, like, camping food is a feast. I've never been camping and it's ever been good. So, you know, it's always like, you know, you've got some bacon and maybe an egg, which gets ruined the moment it goes anywhere near heat. That's it. Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station, and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. This is a bad idea. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here. Craig cooks now? I remember how his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved, and have trouble believing the thing that he just said. What? Craig, I remember how his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved, and have trouble believing the thing he just said. That's a strange sentence that doesn't make much sense. At least let me start the fire. Sure. Let me just grab my matches. Craig reaches into his backpack, which I hope it's not his arse. Why would he be keeping it in his arse? Of course he's got a backpack. I'm just thinking about his arse right now. He rummages around in the bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh. Maybe it isn't his arse. No, I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach grumbles, and now I'm more accurately aware of how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry. Don't be. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? That's another cliche you should never say. How hard could it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. And we're only partially naked. We'll need some wood. Well, I can see some wood about now. Here, all the way around here. Just plenty of it. I gestured to the trees around us. There's no shortage of that. Well, the point is it's got to be dry wood, otherwise it doesn't catch very well. And some tinder. We can make that work. Not without a Wi-Fi signal, I don't think. And then I think some ancient aliens are then supposed to come by and give us advanced technology or renovate our house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark and moss until we have all of the materials that could conceptually make a passable-looking campfire. Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is now setting and a cool breeze rustles the leaves of the trees. We have to work quick. I've done this in the past and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Anyway, any way I can help. Give me some moral support. Lift my spirits and we'll make this fire happen. You can do it. Never knew a better Craig. Go overboard with the compliments. Never knew a better Craig. In all my days, I can confidently say that I have never known a Craig to be a better friend, father, or firemaker. But he liked that. Actually, now that I think about it, I knew a guy named Craig in high school who ended up getting a job as a professional pyrotechnics operator, and I suppose he must have been pretty good at it, pretty good at starting fire. But I bet you're even better than that guy. I didn't even get a choice of that. Okay, eventually Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fellas. Hooray for not dying. I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs. Craig brought, and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. And feet. And ass. Ready for Craig. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig stokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming and fire starting, I am able to relax a bit with the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air. I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan. He's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme and crushed ginger over it, while basting them both in butter. He did bring a lot of fire. He did bring a lot of food, didn't he? Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw. Fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet into dry ramen and eating it straight up. I don't understand that thing. People will eat dry noodles. I don't see how you can do that. It's not physically... As far as I'm aware, the moment you bite into it, it instantly becomes like barbed wire. Just pointy and... You might as well just be eating nails or drawing pins, as far as I can tell. It's meant to be wet. Noodles are meant to be wet. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. Ew.
Oh.
I grew up, I guess. ... I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away. Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. Jesus Christ, Craig. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes, covered in olive oil and rosemary. Suddenly it's become a cooking show. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Everything tastes okay? I'm in heaven.
Oh.
That's what I like to hear. Can you stop in my ears, please? Because it's real. I mean, there's too many erections at the moment. That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so hard to not go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humour in it.
Oh.
I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig while he picks at his salad. He really grew out of his baby face. But there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay?
Oh.
Yeah. It's generally just having kids does that to you, I think. Come on, dude. I know you. I've known you for long enough to see when you're down.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. We've been together all day? Hi. I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy.
Oh, man.
I have to... Have you just realized? Wow. Oh, man. I didn't realize. I have to for my girls. I volunteer at their school. I cook healthy meals for them. I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mum, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way.
I don't know.
That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry.
Oh.
If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. You're going to put yourself in an early grave. Although, looking at you, probably not. I think the stress part is the thing that's going to do it. I know where you're coming from here, but you got to take care of yourself.
Hey.
I do, though. I eat right, I exercise, and that's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know.
Dude.
What? What the fuck is... I don't know what butter is anymore. You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else. You matter too. It just... I know I can provide for my family, and if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them.
I don't know.
But I can't explain it. There's always that voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. Like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here. I kind of do that when I'm not streaming. When I'm not streaming, I'm always thinking, I should be streaming. Yesterday, I sort of got to 7 o'clock, and I was just like, I better start streaming. Oh, wait. No, it's Wednesday. I don't stream on Wednesday. It's a terrible day to stream. I was just like, well, I suppose I'll do some editing then. Okay. It just... I mean, it's not exactly work streaming, but that's sort of... You get what I mean? It's become such a habit now that it feels weird when I'm not doing it. Ooh, I've got coffee. Just enjoying the just enjoying the ambiance. Okay. Enough of that. Oh god. Okay. Craig, you're trying to be you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness.
Oh, man.
Do I though? Do I need to be happy? I don't Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hard-working, he's relentlessly positive. He encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you could only see yourself the way I see you. Craig beams out of his nipples. He gets up and walks over to his supplies, recharging the batteries. That's what he's doing. He's getting some more batteries out. He's going to slot them in and then again. Come on, I brought dessert. Oh, are you going to use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulee?
Oh.
What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls out marshmallows. Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I'll be having some more of that later. So I feel like I've got something in the back of my throat. It was probably hair. The other day, I pulled out a hair, and it just kept on going. Like, I started to gag. It's like, how did that get all the way down there and I've not noticed? It's horrible. On the end was like a small watch as well. Just I clicked it and time stopped, like Bernard's watch. Then I threw it in the bin because that's a silly idea. I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallows. Oh, that was a question to him. Do you know how to make them? Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but the gooey centre is preserved. Brutish. No, I think he's American. Craig throws a marshmallow at me, and I catch it in my mouth. Just casually doing stunts there.
Oh.
Pro move, indeed. We used to be able to do that at the fucking great distance against a wind disadvantage. Against a wind disadvantage. Give me a week of practice and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire, watching embers float up towards the sky. Some of them got on me. I think I caught fire for a brief second. But then... lasers. And the stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah.
Oh.
I miss this, Fisma. Me too. Do you know what I want to do at some point in my life? When everything's going back to normal. When I've got money, I can travel and got a job and all this stuff. When I'm let's say 40, because I haven't been. I've only been out the country once, and that was to Texas a couple of years ago for a convention. You'd think someone of my age would have travelled a little bit more. I want to go to a place where you can see the galaxy, because the main reason we don't see it these days is because there's a lot of light pollution, which I didn't realise how much that would affect the sky. I mean, technically you could see it anywhere. The center, literally the planet is looking into the middle of our galaxy and you can see it. I want to see that. I also want to see the Aurora Borealis at some point. That would just be amazing. Just something to make me feel small, small and insignificant. But that's not what we're doing today. We're not thinking small. Not today. We're thinking big. Me too. We stay here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. Ho ho! I really hope that we put our pajamas on before we went in there. We crawl into the tent, and I unfurl my sleeping bag, which is not a euphemism. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? I look around for a second. Oh no. I must have left it at home. Wink, wink. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just curl up over here. No way. Here. Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other without a blanket. It's really cold. I shiver. Without realising it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. He turns over, and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. Did I roll over? Oh, I did, yeah. I turn over. I was just thinking, if he's behind me, how did he end up in front of me? For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. Oh, it's getting serious now. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly we're kissing. I don't know why I'm making it like it's a nasty thing. Suddenly we're kissing. We look at each other again, my heart racing. Craig, I have the high ground.
Oh, man.
I got a strong feeling for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. ... Bro, me too. I run my hands through his hair, then down to his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. He's throttling me. I shouldn't be making jokes about this. I should, it's a stream, but, you know, this is quite heartwarming. This is nice. Oh, I wish I were these people. What are we doing? I run my hands through his hair. He does have nice hair. If I could get away with that hairstyle, I'd have it. That'd be quite good. Maybe I'll try it at some point. I don't know. I do need to have a haircut, but I think I'm just gonna buzz it like I usually do, because it's gotten a little bit sort of tatty and messy. Also, I need to look presentable because I'm looking at a house and I need to make an effort and make myself look like I'm not just some wanker. Okay, we're going on a tangent here because things are happening right now in the game. I decided to look for a private landlord. I mean, Flat had told me that this was the decision that we should probably go with because it'd be a lot easier to, you know, persuade them. They wouldn't have all these like technicalities that have been preventing us. So that's okay, you know. I don't mind doing that. I found somebody. I messaged them, and I basically sort of had to not beg, but I did have to use the word desperate because it is an emergency. We do have to move out fairly quickly. Because they'll by the end of the 2 months they'll be knocking on our door saying why haven't you left? So yeah, so I had to talk to him, and he phoned me back rather quickly the same day, and it was quite good because he seemed to understand our situation and offered a viewing. He didn't say that we definitely got the place, but I mean, we'd still need to put like deposits and shit down. But he basically said, "I'm willing to, like, you know, review your case essentially, and then, you know, I've got to go and like actually look at the place." And that's on Saturday. So why was I talking about that? Oh yeah, cutting my hair. So I'm thinking, trim it all off, have sort of round head for a while, and then, you know, re-dye it back to the usual grind. Yeah. Should I try a different colour this time? I don't know who I'm talking to. There's nobody in chat, but if you see me with a different colour in a couple days and it's gone well, then all good. But, you know, if it hasn't, I might have to bald it and basically just reset. It would look hideous. You guys would hate it. You would hate the way I look with no hair. And I hate the way I look with no hair, but with a reset, you can't really do it. But we'll try it. Okay. Purple? Shall we try purple? I've always wanted purple hair, just to see. I'll give it a go. Right. Back to the game, I suppose. I run my hands through his hair, then down to his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. I smile, tracing the lines of his hips with my finger. We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. Hooray! Dad nap! Handy. Very handy. I mean, that should be handsy. Sports. Bro. Camping. Perfect. Waterfall. What did he say? Something about it being purple? He shouldn't do. It hasn't gone purple yet. Keg stand champion. Go on all Craig's dates. I got a thing then. It was an achievement. So, why did the game tell me to it gave me this warning? Like, why was that necessary? I don't think. All I did was go on a date with him, and then everything else is sort of up to interpretation. Doesn't seem to have changed anything, unless it was just like you have a choice here. Phew. I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway, okay? Oh, driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Fisma. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. What? No! You asked too many questions. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. You asked too many questions. Who do you think you are, my daughter? For literally my entire life, yes. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies, covered under a tablecloth. Yes, nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Oh, Dad, I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. Is it another cake?
Yes.
No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. Cake? A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. This is all 19 seasons. Where the fuck do I get my money from? I have not once been to work. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show.
Huh.
Dad, I love this, thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. Fucking hell. I've seen this porn. I mean, this is not what's... That's every single one of them. Whoa. You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here! Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable down to the type of mac. That's a lot of daddies, indeed. I have seen this porn. And there's an ice cream cake. The good kind with the crunchies in the middle.
Right.
Crunchies? In ice cream? I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? What's happening? It's, I think, a graduation party. Don't say anything, just go have fun with your pals. You missed the whole thing with Craig. We just went on a date with Craig and he had his shirt off pretty much the entire time. You missed it. I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Pablo! Fisma, my dude! Pablo! How's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes and colours. Each one of them is fine quality, screen printed with the logo and visage of world-renowned witch house outfit, crucifix, V triangle, C triangle, NT, veil, sorry, crucifix. Purchasable at most respectable retailers, but more specifically out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mum's world-famous homemade apple butter. You can make butter out of apples? What does that mean? Apple butter? I don't know what that means. Never stop hustling, Pablo! Baby, you got it. Fisma! Oh, Fisma! Brian, you made it. Ha! I don't pass up on good Mac! What do you think of the party? It's not bad! Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad! Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out onto the lake. I'd be happy to pull you out of the drink again. Deep breaths. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See? See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. You'll have to watch the VOD, yeah. Who are you dating now? I think the next one... Who is it? It's Craig, Damien, and then... I can't remember who the other two are. Matt and... God, he's just so forgettable. I don't remember his name. Just got an email saying I didn't get the job. Hooray! Well, that's really put a bollock on things, isn't it? Looks like you've settled into the neighbourhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Emphasis on the sack. Well, I'm glad... Don't growl at me like that. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year, and I'm sure the kids would love to see your dance moves again. No, that was embarrassing. Don't do that. Don't make me dance. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Wink, wink, wank, wank. TJ, why were you live for 20 seconds yesterday? We were testing out our internet. Flat couldn't go live for whatever reason. I think it was the Wi-Fi on his computer was on and it was interfering with his stream. So we tested to see if mine was doing the same thing, and it wasn't. So we fixed it. It was fine. But yeah, that's why I was live for 20 seconds. It was actually more like a minute, but yeah, I was live. It shouldn't have really gone through if it was less time than that. I mean, did it actually go through? Yeah, I think it did. Maybe. Yeah, that was the reason. Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo, that's his name. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese.
Ah.
The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Visma. Thanks, Hugo. I learn from the best. Guy Fieri? I don't know. I've got a pocket full of gift cards. I thought he was going to say he had a pocket full of mac and cheese. Gift cards that say you already knew a thing or two. Let's get together for trivia night again sometime soon. You know it. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda apparently fucking zips across. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda! Come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school. This looks like the end of the game. It feels like the end of the game. Did we... Was that the... Hang on. They've all got like a heart left to fill in. Are we not doing... Is that not how that goes? We don't even find out what's going on with Joseph. Haha, yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Slowly. Wait, I just realised that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm going to break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Kick him in the balls. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? My globe! Nope.
Ah.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place. So, she'll fit into college just fine. Did you only 3-heart Greg? Who's Greg? Oh, Craig. Yeah, because they call Craig in America, don't they? Hey. Meryl. Hey. Dot, dot, dot. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yeah. Dot, dot, dot. See you later.
Hey, yeah.
that was a good conversation, Robert. You did well. Hey, man. Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of right said banana bread ready for her. That's terrible. I think we chose that, though. Thank you. I know she'll love that. Have you gotten that oregano smell out of your upholstery yet? Still working on it. This does feel like a sort of rundown of everything that we did. Still working on it. What a... Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm not ready for this. Oh, right. What a I can say the words. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. I stare at Lucian. He knows. I know. He knows I know, but I'm a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. Look at him. He knows. Smug bastard. Thanks for coming by. Hey, looks like Amanda's hanging out with Brian and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to. Okay, Brian, think of a shape. What's she thinking? Square. Brian? Star. We'll get it next time. Amanda leans in close to Brian and Hazel, lowering her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even think of me as the third twin. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, enough of your shit. I'm going to college. I know better than you. By the time I'm done with these kids, we're gonna be finishing each other's potato stamps. What? You didn't finish your sentence. What are we gonna be finishing? Each other's sentences. See? Third twin. I have to go. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting, and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? What? Now I'm suspicious. Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy. But it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. Isn't that now? Oh no, you're friends with the neighbours. Oh yeah, no, neighbours' kids. And they're all younger than you. Yeah, all of her friends ditched her, didn't they? I forgot about that. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realised that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Fistma, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a severed head. A framed picture of me and Amanda. So it could be a severed head. Just in the photographical sort of sense. It's us. Kind of shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Don't blare me. Are you being sick again? We can't clean up another carpet for another company, okay? It's not. It's just not what we do in this family. It's uncouth. Always do. Please don't. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I just got a world's best dad, get good Amanda ending. I just got a good Amanda ending. How? I'm fairly certain I pissed her off at some point. Okay. Oh, I'm going to break so much stuff, intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably going to have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up and immediately breaks my legs. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard where Craig is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are going to go get ice cream. Love you, Pops. And she does the laser guns. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Craig as the last guest... What? As the last guests make their way out of the party.
Oh.
Ugh. Bro. This reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer keg stands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong. We can leave keg stands in the past. ... I'm, taking this weekend to relax. The party was my first stop out of the express train from the relaxation station. Next stop, Napville! Pull into the Fistma concourse. Don't pull into Fistma. I'd like to book a ticket to Napville as well.
Oh.
I might have to meet you halfway at eating food directly off your own stomach town. We both giggle, but man, I do want to pour some chips on my belly while I hang out in a hammock. That is a strange thing to want. Craig, I'm glad you're making time for yourself.
Oh.
Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I didn't realize how overworked I was until we got away from the city. It's honestly just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off the floor. I guess we need to get out of the city more often, then. Craig kicks his legs over the side of the bench and leans onto me, lying down on my lap. I run my fingers through his hair. Jesus. You're looking for balance. I admire that. I'm trying to not feel guilty.
Suck your dick.
I'm not entirely sure we didn't already do that. I'm trying to not feel guilty about doing things for myself. It's a process. And it's gonna take me some time to figure it out. I might need your help, bro. Craig, I'll be your bro till the day I die. And if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll be happy to oblige. Craig looks up at me, smiling. What do you mean looks up at you? Was he not already facing you? Or at least, like, you know, generally being... I don't know where I was.
At this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
I think it's actually the garden, but yeah, I think so. That means so much to me. Craig sits up and pulls me into a kiss. Is this actually it? We ended up with just one. Oh, Jesus. I was hoping to, like, go, like, another round with every single one of them and see what happens. Damn it. If I had known, I probably would have had something prepared for the next few hours. Bro, we both laughed. Oh. You and me, we're gonna be all right. Oh my god. Okay. Hansen did the voice of Joseph. Okay, so I gotta know what's going on. We found out fuck all. We don't know what's going on. What happened? What was that whole thing with Joseph? What the fuck's going on? Why was there a scream in the woods? What happened there? Don't just leave it at that. Is there more game after this? What are we doing? I can't. I mean, it was an okay game. It was obviously mainly story, but that's the game. That was the point. But like, you can't just not wrap everything up. What's happening? How could this be the end? I've got so many questions. Bastards! Do I have to go back and like decide to go with other people just to find out what the fuck's going on? Can I? Right, hang on. Right, I'm gonna do a quick Google. Let's bring that over here. Is there? There's a wiki for everything, isn't there? Dream wiki. I gotta find out what was Joseph's deal. There's a picture of him in a priest's outfit. Third date, wrestle Neptune, yelling at the ocean, wine. Revive the fuck, name your yacht. What the fuck? Is there like a thing here that says, you know, like a synopsis? Oh my god, it doesn't give you anything. It gives you the conversation options for like certain areas. I do bring in talcum powder? What the fuck? What the fuck? Robert was the forest, not yeah, I know. That's what I was asking. Why was there someone screaming in the forest when we had that thing with Oh, fuck. Really? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, it's one of those things. Right. I was wondering why there was goo coming out of a big, like, tablet container. It's a drinks cooler thing, isn't it? Really? So, like, what can I continue? How do I continue? I don't know how far back I'm meant to go. Was this it? So I can go back to, like, here or there?
Welcome. You've got dads.
I've got to find out what's going on with Joseph. What does it mean if I do just a set? Does that take me back? Well, okay, so we'll call that the canon ending, right? That's the one we did. And it's recorded, so now that we're going to go and do this, you know, it doesn't matter that I'm buggering up my save file. We did that. It's recorded. There we go. It's on YouTube. What the fuck is going on with this fucking thing? There's a picture of Matt playing a guitar with his shirt open. I'll save that till later. I really want to see Joseph again, but after that weird encounter with Mary, I don't know. He's my friend, right? I should be able to hang out with him and it not be weird, right? Yeah? So you're gonna do everyone. It depends on how long it takes, right? The computer pings with a message as a message flies into my inbox. It's Joseph. Hi Fisma, we should hang out, like actually hang out. No manual labour, no impromptu therapy sessions with sad DJs, no kids, just you, me, and the open ocean. Wait, how are we going to get on the open ocean? How are we going to get on the open ocean, you might ask? Good question. Oh. He's reading my mind. If you're interested, I'll meet you down by the marina and you can check out the goods. That's a bit forward of you, if you know what I mean. That's a bit forward of you. I mean my yacht. I don't think he means his yacht. Let me know. Joseph owns a yacht. I mean, it's pretty obvious. There's like anchors all over the place with him. I am as surprised as you are. You've been holding out on me, your only daughter, whom you love. What? Do you think that having me as a father would somehow afford you the fringe benefits of getting to go on a yacht? What else did it get me? A healthy upbringing and a supportive environment. I'm literally paying for your college. Not a dog, that's for sure. That's not a good thing. Don't withhold a dog. Get her a dog. Fucking hell. Yeah, okay, but what if I had that exact same upbringing in a healthy environment, but also I could go on a yacht sometimes? Relax, kiddo. Joseph's inviting me onto his yacht. It's going to be a yacht of fun. You need to die in a fire. I'm glad you're excited, but that doesn't mean you get to start throwing out puns. Why yacht, Amanda? Well, I gotta go get ready to go to my friend's yacht. I start to walk away, but Amanda stops me. Hey, in all seriousness, I hope you have fun. But make good choices, okay? But Dad... Don't stay out too late, or you can't go to Jennifer Longthorn's birthday party this weekend. She promised me she would what? I'm not going anywhere near that party. Good bit, Dad. Good bit. I respond back to Joseph, letting him know I'll be there. So you can't fuck Craig. I already fucked him. Or he fucked me, either way. we're in a relationship now. He's my wife. A quaint marina complete with local mum and pop shops and a small diner. Oh my god. Ooh. I don't know what that was, but like I think my heart just did something weird. You know when you, I don't know whether you've had an anxiety attack, but it felt a little bit like that, just slightly. Just that feeling of dread, but it was just the inside. It was very odd. A quaint marina complete with local mum and pop shops and a small diner frame the bay. What the fuck? Oh no, the shops are framing the. Okay, you can't just throw this shit out without explaining it. Frame the bay. I've never heard it said like that. I've gone for a few walks by the bayside to stare enviously at all the nice boats before. Joseph should be around here somewhere. Gosh, this is fancy. I feel a little out of place. Fisma! That doesn't sound like Joseph. I turn around to find Robert. That didn't sound like Robert either. Hey. What's he doing here? So, how's Joseph? Robert comes off cold immediately. I get the feeling he's not happy I'm here. And what's with that look? He seems very, very angry. He's going through some stuff. Robert blasts through a cigarette. He just lights the end, takes one breath, and it just goes all the way. You're a bottom compared to Craig. Yeah, look, even the top's bottom. It's not a problem. Oh my god, my browser is doing weird stuff over here. Okay, that's fine. It was just loading an advert for some reason. I don't know why. I've got ad blocker. Okay. Blast through a cigarette. Don't make labels. Top and bottom are labels. So I guess he's your friend now, huh? Your pal? Oh, he's... Robert, you're my friend too. And I suppose two friends could just spend the night out on a private yacht together being buds chatting about friendship. Is that what two friends do? His voice is getting louder. What has gotten into him? Definitely not Dick. Robert, come on. You know I'm not like that. Fisma, you might be an idiot, but I'm not. What's your problem with Joseph anyway? I don't like Joseph. I don't trust Joseph. Joseph is a bad guy and I don't want him around you. Robert, you committed petty larceny last week and you think you've been haunted by the Dover ghost. It was the goddamn Dover ghost.
Oh, no.
Robert pauses to calm himself down. Joseph's not who you think he is. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to find out. Tell me all the details. Please, I need to know. What? Ask him about it sometime. Bring it up and watch your back when you do, because a guy like that'll put a knife right in it. Really? Robert flicks a cigarette into the front seat of a recently cleaned schooner before turning around to leave. It promptly explodes. He takes a step, hesitates, and then turns back to face me. You're both awful. You deserve each other. I'll tell Mary you said hi. What the fuck is going on? With that, Robert storms off down the pier. Well, okay. I wander deeper into the marina. Ooh, fuck. All of these boats are really, really nice. I wonder which one is Joseph's. It'll probably be the one with Joseph hanging off it. Hey, Fisma! Joseph, where are you? Up here. I look up. Joseph waves to me from atop a huge yacht. I've never been on a yacht before. You never forget your first. I glance at the name of the side of the boat. The St. Peter, huh? Inherited this thing from my pops. Real fire and brimstone type. Loved yachts. So what's the plan, Captain? I figure since last time went a bit sideways, we could cast our lot out on the open sea. Wrestle with Neptune, so that's what that's about. Wrestle with Neptune, set sail on the seas of adventure. You're kind of a goofball when you're not wrangling your kids, you know. Joseph smiles and winks from his perch. I have no idea what you're talking about. Joseph hops down and extends a hand to me, helping me up to his yacht. I'm thrown off by how soft his hands are. Does he moisturize or what? Fisma, stop thinking about his hands. Pure thoughts. You're going to be on a boat, alone, with Joseph, on the open ocean. It's a yacht. He's married. It's fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. After undoing the mooring and climbing into the captain's seat, Joseph slowly... Ooh! Starting to get tired now. Slowly takes the boat out, ringing the big steel bell with extra emphasis, even though nobody else seems to be around. Seems the deck is on fire. Shoving off, boat launching, man the boat launching as one. The St. Peter navigates out of the marina and into open water, with Joseph doing the occasional steering flourish as the boat bobs along with the waves. He seems a lot more relaxed out here. Joseph is definitely in his element. This is the part where we wrestle Neptune, so please remove your shirt and roll in some talcum powder. Are we going out into international waters? Are we going to actually wrestle Neptune? Is that a euphemism? Oh my god, he's a drug runner. Is he a drug runner? He must be. I didn't bring any talcum powder. Luckily, I brought my net tuning fork. Can do. Net tuning fork. Can do! I dramatically pull off my shirt, my dad bod illuminated in the reflection of Maple Bay's rippling water. I am strong!
Yes.
Not bad. We might have to tag Team Neptune together. I'm suddenly worried that I haven't applied a strong enough SPF sunscreen and might get a sunburn. I put my shirt back on. For a while, we watch as the trees and waves pass us. Trees? In the sea? Where are we going?
Oh.
A little further out. It's a lot quieter once we get out on open water. Into international water, where all the pirates live. Plus, we could see whales. Whales are cool. I don't trust whales. Nothing should be that big. Noted. Joseph maneuvers the boat past some buoys. He sighs. He sighs at buoys. You're gonna wrestle Neptune. Apparently, we're wrestling Neptune. Wish I could get out more often. But you know, family, wife, saving souls.
Nice.
So many souls. I can barely hold them all. Why can't I hold all these souls? I watched Joseph work the boat, which is not a euphemism. Despite his age, he doesn't look like he's slowed down at all. And from here I can see how toned his muscles are. He's... what? Is he shirtless now? He's not shirtless. Look at him. Impure thoughts.
Corrections.
I stare out the ocean. Joseph's right. It's a lot quieter out here. But something about that conversation with Robert still bothers me. So, run into Robert. Was he... He wasn't waiting for you at the dock, was he? Yes, and smoking like a chimney.
Yeah.
That's Robert, all right. Is everything okay between you two? He seemed angry. It's... How do I put this? Did Robert ever proposition you for, escapades? Actually, he did. And did you take him up on that? No. I'm sure we went to the woods.
Suck your dick.
No. We went to the woods, and then we went and broke into a cinema, and ate pizza. I would imagine that would be escapades. Why am I saying no? We did an escapade. We escapaded.
Oh.
You could say we escaped. Ah, well. That is where we differ. What?
Yeah.
I know. Father of 4, family man, married. For Christ's sake, I should never have even... but I was in a bad place, and with Mary constantly out, Joseph settles himself before continuing. This definitely gets under his skin. You never fucked Rob... No, I didn't. In the beginning of the game. Oh, he and him. They escapades. That's what it means. By escapades, they mean bumping uglies.
Oh, yeah.
I made a hasty decision, one which Robert does not exactly... he has a weird thing about casual, but he asked you. You'd have to ask Robert about the weird Robert politics of that, but he's been weird about it ever since. Huh. But it's over, right? Oh yeah, absolutely. That began and ended on the same day. Well, okay then. So you're not upset? I'm not. Things happen, Joseph, and I think you of all people deserve a little forgiveness. Thank you, Fisma. That means more than you'll ever know. Joseph and I boat in silence as the bay gets smaller and smaller behind us. I decided to take a peek over at the edge of the ship. So him and Robert, obviously he's not happy in his relationship for obvious reasons. And him and Robert did a... or, maybe something a little more innocent, but, now Robert thinks that Joseph is, I don't know, betraying him, like, because now we're friends. So Robert's angry because I've made good friends with Joseph, and he thinks that I'm trying to steal Joseph away from him, even though Robert and Joseph have ended that ages ago. He's still angry at it. That's weird, but okay, I kind of get it.
Yes.
The wake this thing kicks off is insane. I wonder if Joseph would ever let me water ski off of his yacht. ... Hey, dolphins. Joseph, there are dolphins.
Oh.
So you're scared of whales, but not dolphins. I feel like there's an unspoken truce between man and dolphin. I would be more than comfortable riding a dolphin into battle. Dolphins are way more dangerous. They sometimes drown their babies for fun, Good to know. Can I trust nothing on the open ocean?
Oh.
I like to think that I'm pretty cool. But can I? I mean, we seem to be going pretty far out. International ocean. Yeah. All right, Joseph. It's you and me versus the entirety of marine life. I yell out to the ocean. You're all spineless invertebrates. I had lobster last week, and I can't wait to eat more of you. My life goal is to punch as many fish as I can before I die.
Oh.
You tell him, Fisma.
Oh.
And here we are.
Oh.
Fisma, welcome to the ocean. I look out into the vast expanse of blueness. Yep, that's the ocean. I'm suddenly struck with an overwhelming sense of claustrophobia despite being in a wide open space. I'm on a boat with a handsome man, a handsome married man, and there are whales beneath us. Nothing should be that big. It's a little daunting, isn't it? Do you trust the whales? You know there are more dangerous things in the ocean than whales, right? Like tuna. Tuna? The tuna is an apex predator. Really? Where are we getting it in tins? I suppose you can cut yourself in a tin can. I wouldn't hardly say it's a predator, though. It's a bit weird. What about sharks? Sharks are tight. What does that mean?
Oh.
It's the tuna you got to watch out for. And the whales. Hey, want to look out wistfully over the sea with me? Joseph and I head to the bow of the ship to do some quiet contemplation. You know, Shush. Quiet contemplation. I'm alone in my thoughts. Cool.
Hey.
I look out to the sea for a bit, then over to Joseph. He looks so commanding as he surveys the ocean. It feels like he really is at home on the water. What Mary said to me at the bar, I can't stop thinking about it. Is she right? But she's terrible to him. He's unhappy. He deserves better. I don't know what to think about this, but I just feel so drawn to Joseph. I should say something. So, about Mary. Joseph continues to stare off into the distance. It's, well, if you really want to know. Suddenly, I hear a sputter coming from the engine room. Joseph runs over to the boat's controls and tap on some dials. I guess we can talk about Mary later. Did you know more people die of coconuts than of sharks? Yes. Coconuts, the apex predator of the sea. Oh, okay. So, we might have a small problem. What small problem? We are out of gas. The whales are going to get us. The whales siphoned our gas.
Oh.
It's okay. I could just call one of my boat buddies to come tow us back in. Joseph pulls out his phone. Just kidding. I can't do that because there's no service. Joseph, you fucked up. I check my phone. I don't have service either. Should we just submit ourselves to the whales? Well, I do have an old radio in the office, but it's broken. Are you handy with tools? I am a dad. If the radio is anything like frantically putting together a bike on Christmas Eve, it should be no problem. Let's take a look at it and see what we could figure out. Joseph directs me towards the radio and showcases its insides. I don't know how radios work. I think there's just some frayed wires in here. If we can reattach them, we should have a working radio in no time. We stare into the interior of the radio. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at. I don't think Joseph knows either. You know what? Let's just throw some stuff around in there and see what works.
MacGyver, that radio.
Oh shit! There's a condom. There's a. Give me that wire. Let's. That probably's done something. Paperclip. Got it. Wire and a coin. Maybe that's just all the metal things. We'll pop that in there. God, all that metal is going to need protection, isn't it? Let's put the condom up it. Why was that? That sounded good. That's fine. That's a kiwi or a coconut. I don't know. There's a. Can I get? Oh, come on! I can't pick this up. Come on. Hang on. Maybe if I. There we go. Boop. It's weird because it just wants to sit on top of my hand. Right. Surely that's done it. How? How has that done it? Q? The condom's trying to escape. Hey, it works. Kinda. Yeah, apparently we're going to be calling the duck coconut condom helpline. The radio springs to life. Whoa, we did it. Somehow. Or are you gonna jet, kill, or fuck be him? I do not know what you just said. Joseph speaks into the receiver. Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Oh.
He tries a few other channels. Nobody responds. We might be a little far out. I don't think there's anyone in range. How big's the range? Well, this radio came with the boat when my dad bought it in the 60s, so not great. That's reassuring. Now what? There's worse places to be stuck on than a yacht. Wine? 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 Wine! I keep a couple of emergency bottles below deck. Want to go grab some while I fiddle with this radio some more? I'm fairly certain the range on boat radios is like kilometers. I will suck your dick. Loads of kilometers. Like, there is no way we are... Look, I can see land. There is no way we are out of range. There's a whale, look. Let's see. Wine. Wine. This place is a bit of a mess. Look, it's like... He's had somebody else over, hasn't he? He's had Robert over. Hussy. It's got to be around here somewhere. Examine the lounge. For an old yacht, this lounge is pretty high class. Wood panels and everything, leather couches. It's like an old Playboy photo shoot in here. Examine the bed. Oh, a California king. Swanky. It's unmade and a little messy. Less swanky. For an old yacht, this lounge is pretty high class, with panels and everything. Yes, we already read that. Examine the floor. There are some clothes strewn on the floor by the bed. Socks, slacks. Yep, a pink polo shirt. Well, I guess now I know if Joseph prefers boxers or briefs. They may not even be his boxers or briefs. This place seems a little lived in. For an old yacht, this lounge is pretty high... Why do you keep telling me that? Examine the side table. Hey, wine glasses. I must be hot on the trail. But no wine. I grab 2 glasses and get back to searching. It keeps coming back to this bit. It's a bit strange. Focus on the rest of the room. Shelf. I'll take a look at everything on the shelf. Examine photos. There's a few photos on the wall here. Looks like a picture from Joseph and Mary's wedding day. Nice grandpa glasses. Looking real slick there, Joe. Another picture of Mary and Joseph on this very yacht. Quality 90s fashion right here. Mary still has a patented stink face, but at least Joseph seems happy on the water. Hey, it's all the dads. Looks like it's from a couple years ago. The gang's all here. Brian, Matt, Hugo, Craig, Damien, Robert. Wow, Robert's actually smiling. And wearing a sweater. I know that sweater. And there's one guy on the end that I don't recognise. Hugo's ex, maybe. And, hey, here's Joseph go-karting with the kids. That's fun. I take a look at everything on the shelf. Examine the books. Looks like a bunch of different books. Different Bibles, in fact. On brand. A couple of old vet magazines. I guess those must be Mary's. Wait a minute. Is this... Well. Now the hot body shoe is on the other hot body foot. Take a look at everything on the shelf. Examine knickknacks. Different Bibles, indeed. If there's one thing Joseph does right, it's the odd stuff he puts on shelves. I take a moment to closely examine what I think is an old submarine clock. And there's the crosses again. Boy knows his crosses. Really cool design too. Focus on the rest of the room. Cabinet. It's a sturdy cabinet. A little dusty, but I bet there are some treasures in here. Fire extinguisher. Look, you can tell a lot about a man by how seriously he takes his fire safety. Nice, Joseph. Nice. It's a sturdy cabinet. Flashlight. Well, this is a solution to a different problem. Maybe if we're stranded out here for days and run out of electricity, we'll need these. But the chief concern right now is wine intake. It's a sturdy cabinet. Again, we get the same bits. Examine drawer. Hey, it's wine. A whole drawer full of wine. It's a yacht club miracle. Twilight Rogue. Huh. Come to Daddy. Finally, time to get back up to Joseph. It's a sturdy cabinet, a little dusty, but there's treasures in here. Focus on the rest of the room. Oh, we've done it all. Head back up to Joseph. Are the stories different? I don't know. Maybe there's just a little bit of a different interpretation for each one of them. I bring the wine and glasses up to the deck and find Joseph still hunched over the radio. Visma, wine! Good to see you two. Just in time for the sunset. I didn't take you for a drinker. Haven't you heard? I'm a cool minister. How cool? I can land half of my kickflips. What is that, like 4? 5 on a good day. Pour me. Regular pour, power pour. I suppose we'll find out if he's... I mean, we know he's got problems, but we'll find out what he's like if he wants more. Now, this is how you do Stranded at Sea. We clink our glasses together and drink up. This wine is not bad. There's a hint of... Am I tasting grapes? You have a discerning palate. It might be grapes. Joseph and I lounge on the deck with our yacht wine, taking in the ocean air. The sun starts to dip below the horizon. We could be stranded out here forever. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather be stranded with. It's just you and me and the whales. All those whales. So many whales. You're killing the vibe. Revive the vibe! Visma, generally it takes 3 days and a gigantic stone door rolled in front of a tomb, but I think we can save it. This view, though, do you like your mysteries hot-bodied? I bet we'll have a whole whale of a time. What's it like owning a yacht? Do you like your mysteries hot-bodied? Let's see how they... Oh! God, it's just they just keep shouting random shit, and it really puts me off.
Norm MacDonald.
Stop! It's a really rewarding series, Fisma. Look, you have fun with your word jumbles. I will enjoy the well-crafted narrative excellence of a highly regarded serial killer. Are you going to kill me? Of sex books! Detective novels. Sexy detective book featuring a hard-boiled gumshoe who can't be held down by the law or by love or by the mystery of the Spanish lover. You read them too. The author really hit her stride around book 17. This view. I mean, there's something a lot prettier right in front of me. Sweet, full-bodied... Goddamn. Joseph, this wine, so good. God damn.
Erections.
You gave me the erections and then put me right back down again. I will suck your dick. I go to take another sip of wine, but stop myself. Is wine an acceptable beverage in the margarita zone? That it is, Fistma. All beverages of leisure are welcome in the margarita zone. This is almost what we wanted, right? No responsibilities, no worries, other than possibly dying out here. And the whales. But yeah, I'd say we're in the zone. Joseph and I clink our wine glasses again. Just smashing wine glasses together constantly. To the margarita zone. Wasted away again. If you have any salt shakers, we can arrange them into a pentagram to summon Jimmy Buffett. Maybe he can save us. As a youth minister, I make pacts with neither the devil nor island jammers. If we're to get off this boat, it will be by the grace of God. Or Steely Dan. Ha! Amen. Our laughter dies down. We're both silent for a moment, contemplating our own demise, looking into each other's eyes. Joseph leans closer. I feel myself doing the same. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. I can't help but feel like doing this will only end up hurting someone else. ... But his face is real close to my face. Fisma, I have to tell you something. Are you about to come out to me? Because I already know. Mary and I are done. Well, I'll put you back in. That didn't make any sense. I pull back. I think about the clothes strewn around the lounge, the undone bed. Are you living on this boat? I didn't want to mention it, but... He sighs, strolling back to the controls of the boat. I lean on the console next to him, accidentally pressing a shit ton of buttons and launching a few missiles. We had a very long talk. Not he had a very long, insert rest of sentence here. We had a very long talk, and it's unsalvageable. I'm staying here until everything's sorted out. Oh, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do...
Erections?
Not erections. I mean, that's not going to help, is it? It might help. I'm fine. I'm fine, actually. It was a long time coming. For the first time in a long time, I'm seeing a path to happiness. And now I can focus on myself and stop trying to deny the things that make me happy. I need someone who will be there. Someone kind and honest. Robert. He was there. In fact, he was here before. And you deserve that, Joseph. You really do. Why was Robert at the docks? And you deserve that, Joseph. You really do. I will suck your dick. Maybe that's what was happening. Anyway, I've been having this crazy feeling there's someone who could get in the habit of having around someone very close to here. Robert? I imagine Robert would have stowed away. Is it Wales? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. My character is an idiot. And a dad, but mainly an idiot. And also is being played by an idiot. Oh my god, feels like I've got like hair in my eye. I'm not talking about my eyelashes. I've got a pube. Don't you just hate it when you get pubes just stuck in your teeth? Just wake up and there's just pubes sticking out of your mouth. Oh my god, it's like never ending. Why won't it go? I think maybe scratching my eye has sort of made the whole thing worse. Is it Wales? I mean, you. Oh. I was trying to be subtle. I think I'm picking up what Joseph's putting down. I lean forward, closing the gap between us, when Joseph grabs the receiver. Come in! Come in! Is anyone there? He's really avoiding the situation. No? Over? We're stranded out on open waters. We've been out here for hours. Please send help. Over. But wait, are you guys gonna kiss?
Erections?
Wait, the Coast Guard is saying this. I mean, what are your coordinates? Over. Has the radio been on this entire time? Fisma, have you been leaning on the talk button this whole time? Wow, apparently I'm allergic. Oh, I definitely have been leaning on the talk button. Betrayed by my own butt, yet again. I didn't lean on it. You leaned on it.
Yes.
Neither of you were leaning on the talk button. We didn't hear anything. Over. Hey, were you listening to us? Sir, we here at the Coast Guard are professionals. We're not doing that. But as professionals, it seems like you deserve happiness, and we think it's closer than you think. Over. How soon could you guys be here to give us a tow? Over. Well, pick you up in the morning. Sounds like you two have some stuff to hash out. Over and out.
Oh, cracker boots.
Wait!
Oh, yeah.
Silence. Nobody returns our calls.
Oh, yeah.
I think they left. We stare at each other for a second. Well... Joseph carefully places the receiver on the table, making sure the talk button isn't pressed in. Well, okay. Joseph grabs me by the shirt and pulls me into a kiss. His lips are soft and sweet from the wine, and his skin is still warm from the sun. I reach for his belt and pull him even closer, running my free hand under his shirt and up his side. His side. He pushes me against the boat console, kissing down my neck.
Oh.
Come on. His hands drift to my thighs. He effortlessly picks me up. Wow. Joseph carries me below. For a brief second there, I instantly thought he was going to throw me overboard. Joseph carries me below deck. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't fantasized about this, but I didn't think he'd be so aggressive. He looks like the type. I've wanted this for so long. He throws me onto the bed. I let out a little... Oh, we are actually going to bang. Wow. With Craig, it was just implied affection. This, he's actually going to bum me. Lots of time to kill. We better get started. I'm going to get
I will
bummed.
suck your dick.
That's definitely what's happening. Oh my god. That sneeze really did dislodge all the goo in my head. Oh man, I might have overdone it on the wine last night. Just a few more minutes of sleep will do just fine. Wait. I open my eyes to find Joseph's face a few inches from mine. Again. An arm slung around my waist. He's sleeping peacefully. His hair is mussed and his lips still a little red from all that wine. And possibly all the dick sucking. I think this is what I was talking about when we were discussing Margarita Zone. Finding little perfect moments of joy, like the way the light falls across Joseph's face, or how he's still holding me tight even in his sleep. I'm very tempted to curl up closer to him and keep sleeping, but I know the Coast Guard will probably be here soon. I'd like to be wearing clothes when that happens. I nudge Joseph. It takes a couple of shakes before he blearily opens his eyes. When he notices me hovering over him, he breaks into a huge grin. We should get dressed. Joseph pulls me in for a kiss. Do we have to? Another kiss. Stop trying to tempt me, demon! Get off me! He is a dog. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Either that or the other way round. I feel like that hair fell onto my nose now. I don't know where this hair is. This is the thing. I feel like it's in my eye, but it just isn't. I can't grab it. And now it feels like it's there. What the fuck? Am I just shedding hair? Why am I so gross all the time? Oh. Stop trying to tempt me. Fine. The Coast Guard eventually shows up and tows us back to the bay. They thankfully keep their comments to themselves. Joseph and step off. I think that's meant to be I. Joseph and I step off the yacht and we walk, and he walks me to my car. I had a great time. Me too. No thanks to the whales. Shush, you're on land now. They can't hurt you here. Take care, Joseph. You too. He gives me one last kiss on the lips before he turns around and walks back to his boat. Well, I've been gone an entire day. Hopefully Amanda is all right. Amanda! I'm Dad! She runs up and hugs me. I was genuinely concerned about your well-being, but upon closer inspection, you seem to be okay. What happened? The yacht ran out of gas and we got stuck. But it was okay, because I was on a yacht. Weren't you scared? Your father feels no fear. Were you able to take care of yourself for the night? Yeah, just did a ton of drugs, vandalized a few cars, and then embezzled some funds from my school. All in all, pretty low-key night. I hope we didn't get any drugs from Lucian. He just gives you oregano. Unless you like that sort of thing. Do you like oregano? I don't know. I think everybody likes oregano. Where did you learn that from? I learned it from you, Dad. You big drug lord. Fuck him again. No. One night stand. And then, I suppose I've now got to marry him because, religion. And then just continual buggering for the rest of time. Well, if you did, you would have funneled those funds through a legitimate cash and carry business, fudging the books over the course of the years so you don't arouse suspicion from the feds. Rookie mistake, Panda. I'm glad you're back in one piece. Did you make good choices? I think we did. If the soreness of my butthole is anything to go by, yes. Yeah, I think I did. But hey, I'm starving. Want to make sandwiches out of whatever we can find in the fridge? Yeah, like milk or, you know, a bag full of... Insert rest of sentence here. More than anything, Pops. Now, we're going to just end up back
Erections?
at the... yeah, or erections. Are we just going to end up back at the bit we were at? With the party.
That was a great date.
Flip up sunglasses. Proud parent. Prayer, youth, yacht, boat. Okay. Margarita Zone. Go on all Joseph states. Phew, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, so we are back to... Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Yep, we're back to where we were. You asked too many questions. What? No! Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. That's what we didn't do last time. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government. Well, if they think they're gonna take me alive, they've got another thing coming. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Okay, we've done that bit. Is it going to be the same gift this time? It's the same thing. Okay, we've done this. Oh my god, it's happening again. Customizable down the top. Right, so I'm surprised Robert's here, despite the fact that he's now pissed off at us. Is he going to say something different this time around?
Yes.
First, mac and cheese. Okay. Pablo. Right. So we spoke to Pablo before. Right. We've done that. Mary's here. Oh no, Mary's here. With everything that's happened between me and Joseph, it should be good. I should be a good host and say hi to her. ... But I don't wanna. Come on, Fistma, you can do this. I walk up to Mary. She's got the pirate voice, hasn't she? Fuck. Hey. Hey. ... You been good? Just peachy. ... I have to go over there now. Well, that went absolutely as well as I could have expected it to. Fistma, Brian, yep. Not bad. Yep. We've done this bit before. Craig, currently wearing a child again. Hey, bro. Bro, this is a real rager. I hope you're talking about the party. Or do I? Taking our older age into consideration, I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Hey.
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime too, huh? Sure thing, dude. Brian and Hazel peek out from behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake.
Oh.
Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Brian ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and went... what the fuck? And wants to pin it on me because we look alike. Oh, hello. Oh. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh my god, she's stealing people's faces. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon,
Nice.
yeah? Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Do it yourself. She's here. Okay, we've dealt with Hugo before. She again just zips past.
Ah.
No longer power. She's going to do a lot of crimes. Oh, fuck. Hey. Dot dot dot. Robert gestures vaguely to snack table. This is the same stuff.
Hey.
Okay, right. We've done them. The sun is setting, and everyone seems to have... Okay. Joseph, so good to see you again. Great party. I should have you organize our next youth group mixer. My dance skills are ready whenever you need them. Hey, if you aren't busy this weekend, I was thinking we could maybe catch a movie or something. Yeah, that would be fun. Or we could take the yacht out again. Joseph sidles up to me and presses a kiss against my neck. Wait, this feels weird. So, I guess things are still friendly with Mary? Yeah, we're actually staying together. What? What? Why? For a lot of reasons. There's the kids, for one. And the fact that we have to be a pillar for this community, so many people look up to us as the model marriage, and I would hate to let my parishioners down. But that doesn't stop you and I from, you know... butt fucking to all eternity. Okay. Or just killing people. I pull away from Joseph. That's not what I want. I know it's not perfect, and God, how I wish it were. If it were up to me, you and I would be sailing the seven seas in search of Margaritaville. But this is real life, and all we can do is find Margarita Zone wherever we can. I look down, too nervous to respond. I feel his hand on mine. I don't pull away. I'll leave you to think about this, but just... What the fuck was that? There was like... I think there was like particles around him. I didn't know what that was. Might have to look back on that and see what that was about. But just know that you can reach out to me for anything. Anything. Money, drugs. I will suck your dick. Dick sucking. Anything. Joseph gets up and walks away. I don't know what to think. The last guests begin to make their way out of the party. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for... we've done this. Framed picture. There we go. Right. Oop.
Aww.
Yep, she's gonna go and break stuff. Sit together in the sun, slowly dip below the horizon. I'm glad you made some friends. Yeah. I know that's maybe not what you were looking for, but these people care about you. I love you, Dad. We'll always have each other. ... You're right. It's gonna be hard at first, but this is the next chapter in our story, and I would be nervous about it, but I know that you're always gonna be looking out for me The same way I'll always be looking out for you. Okay. Team Bumhole. Team Bumhole. Team Bumhole. It's a good team name. And we can fast forward this apparently. Team Bumhole. Fuck's sake. Oh my god, it's going faster. Oh, and faster. There we are. It bothers me that she looks a bit different here. Okay. So we've resolved that issue. Did we have any more questions? I mean, we did have a little bit of a question with Robert, but like, I think his deal is just he's a bit weird. I honestly don't think we need to do anything else here. Because nobody else really had a bit of a mystery to them. It was just Robert, and I don't think. Oh fuck it, we'll do Robert as well. How do we get to Robert? Dad book.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Right, let's find out Robert. What's up with Robert? Do you reckon there's like a way to accidentally end up with Mary? Or the what was it, that really sad man with the microphone before? I haven't spoken to Robert since that last since that night we drove out into thinking spot. He seemed unusually somber then, like more so than usual. More so than usual amount of somber that Robert is, which is already a lot. I've been thinking about him and hope he's doing okay, but I've been a little reluctant to reach out to him. Fisma. Hey Fisma. Guess who's getting their drink on tonight? I take a look at my dad book messages. There's a flurry of them from Robert. Guess. It's you. Also me, but mostly you. Why? I've never touched the stuff in my life. Lips that touch liquor shall not touch mine. You don't need to worry about that. We're going there to pray. Alright, I'm in. See you there. Not that I'm unappreciative, but I think this is the first time that Robert's given me more than an hour's warning before hanging out. Amanda! Amanda pops her head into the hallway. Music I don't recognize blaring from her room. What's up? I'm hanging out with Robert later tonight. Okay, cool. Robert, who is my friend? I have friends. I'm happy for you, Dad. People enjoy my company, Amanda.
Aww.
Dad, I'm so happy for your continued development as a human being. What are you listening to? Sad shit. Amanda, language. What would Grandma think? I don't give a fuck anymore. I kind of want to know what Grandma would think. Well, I don't think she cares for the Smiths that much, but I figure if we started her off on meat is murder, she'd ease her way into it. No, honey, the language! Oh, she'd hate that. Just promise me you'll lighten up a bit for Grandma. Amanda goes back into her room and turns up the volume to her sad shit. I put on my going out coat and walk over to Kim and Jim's, or Jim and Kim's, that's the way round it is. I spot Robert leaning against the brick wall smoking a cigarette. As I get closer, I realise that he looks a little different. Cleaner, I guess. Or exactly the fucking same because they didn't change the sprite. It actually seems like he combed his hair. No, he didn't. And his clothes are less wrinkled. No, they aren't. Than usual. Hey. Hey. Can you take a shower just for me? I'm working on my relationship with existence. What the fuck does that mean? We both stand there for a second and don't say anything, because both of us are trying to figure out what he just said. Robert finishes his cigarette and abruptly goes inside. I follow him. By the time I get inside, Robert's already at the bar ordering 2 whiskies, because apparently this door is a fucking time machine, and things go faster on the inside. It's like he opened the door and went up to the bar. There we go. By the time I spot a booth in the back and claim it for us, Robert slides in and hands me a glass. 2 toast. Oh, he didn't like that. Toast. 2 toast. Love you, warm bread. We clink whiskies, and I watch him sip his, rather than his traditional approach to slamming the whiskey back as quickly as possible. So what's the plan for tonight? Hit some other bars, maybe grab some pizza. I think that'll kill some time before we go burn down that old abandoned house in the woods. Wait, this is Mary now. It's definitely not as fun as it is if it's abandoned. Ha. Mary pops over the back of the booth, glass of wine in her hand. She punches Robert in the shoulder. Rude. Where was my phone call? Sorry, figured you were busy sinking your teeth into some poor sap. I am. He's right here. I look around the booth to see a guy sitting across from her. He waves meekly.
Come on.
Hi. You replacing me with the new kid? Mary, I could never replace you, whether I wanted to or not. It's very hard to distinguish their voices, because I just want to instantly go back into the pirate voice by accident. Mary leaves her booth and slides in next to Robert. The guy she was sitting with looks mildly relieved. She eyes Robert's clean, pressed clothes up and down suspiciously. Excuse me. What, do you got a court... fuck. Read it before you say it. What, do you got a court date coming up or something? I don't fucking read words. He does. He looks handsome. He'd never convince the jury. He looks handsome. I think he cleans up nicely.
Oh my God.
Why does he hate that? What the fuck? Pump the brakes, kid. I blush a little. Seriously though, what's up with you? Robert stares down at his drink, suddenly looking serious. It's Pappy. Doctor says his... How the fuck do you pronounce that word? Cirrhosis? Is that right? Cirrhosis of the... That sounds right. Cirrhosis of the liver. I told that old bag of bones to quit it with the sauce, but it's all he's ever known, especially since Ma's gone. That's why I invited you out tonight. I just didn't want to be alone. Oh, come on. Visma, don't be an asshole. You know the one thing Robert doesn't joke about is his pappy. Whoops. They're giving him 2 months. I gotta help him straighten out his affairs. Robert, I'm so sorry. Robert takes a long look at his whiskey, eyeing it in the dim glow of the bar's lights. I look at his life and then I look at mine, and I know history is just doomed to repeat itself. Is that why he's trying to fucking sort his life out, because drink's killing him? And what the fuck? Stop messing around with my feelings, okay? You big old bellend. I'm just kidding. He's retired with his new girlfriend in Acapulco. They watch the sunset every night, probably screw like donkeys. Do donkeys screw a lot? Why would they? They can't reproduce. Donkeys can't reproduce. No, he's looking to throw right, not left. I don't know what that means. Wait, aren't rabbits the ones who screw a lot? Oh, sorry, didn't realise you were an expert on which animals screw a lot.
Ugh.
Please stop saying the word screw. Robert finishes his drink and slides it away from him. He gets up out of the booth. Oh wait, this is Robert, isn't it? Me and Fismer are gonna hit the bricks. You coming with? Mary casts one last glance at the sad sap she's been hunting and downs the rest of her wine in one gulp.
Ah.
This place be dead anyways. We exit the bar and find the typically empty street filled with a small crowd of people. At the front is a guy with a really deliberate attitude and bad posture. He carries a lantern that he shines up at his face for dramatic effect. Halloween? What's going on? Looks like it's one of those walking ghost tours. They do that in this part of the town all the time. I've always wanted to go do one of those. Fuck. My throat is being ripped to shreds.
Ah.
Right. You know all the stories are fake, right? Pretty much all of my stories are fake. This is research. He's been lying this entire time. Robert makes a beeline towards the back of the group. He turns around when he notices that I'm not following him. Come on. We can't just crash it, can we? Don't be such a square, Fismer. Just act like you belong. Robert sidles up to the tour group. I reluctantly fall into step behind him. Well, here goes nothing. Oh, fucking hell, here he is. Hey, it was in the place in 1694 that the most infamous witch trials were held. To date, we do not know if the people burned at the stake were actually witches, but it is widely reported that their ghosts still haunt this hapless dive bar to this very day. Yeah. It was actually 1692.
Hey!
What? And the site was over by the coffee shop down the road. I'm sorry, who are you? Daniel McSturgis, ghost historian. And this is my colleague, Dr. Dr. I don't know, 90s reference? Prescott? Dr. Prescott, paranormal investigator extraordinaire. We're touring America's most haunted haunted locations as research for our new book.
Corrections.
For research for our new erections. You may have seen our guest cameo on Paranormal House Hunters Extreme Edition. A couple of people in the group start nodding. Man, Robert's good at this. Are you guys part of the group? I don't remember seeing you at the first stop. We like to keep a low profile. Easier to catch ghosts that way.
Hey.
They've definitely been here. Been standing next to him the whole time. Thank you, random lady who I do not know. As I was saying, the epicenter, epic. It looks like it just says epic enter. As I was saying, the epicenter of paranormal activity can be found at the coffee spoon over there. Also remember to breathe in before you start saying words. The man who runs it's been plagued by hauntings since he signed the lease. Damn near driven him mad. But whatever you want to say is cool. I guess. It's your tour. Man, didn't know that about Matt. Wait, Robert's making this up. The rest of the tour group listens intently to Robert's every word. I think the tour guide can tell that he's losing the group. He seems to be getting flustered. Thank you for your contribution and knowledge, Mr. McSturgis. Let's move on to the next haunted location. Robert, Mary, and I follow the group down the street. That tour guide's shirt is cool. Yeah, everyone in the groups gets one if we make it to the final location. I fucking could not read that. Everyone in the group gets one if we make it to the final location. I turn to Robert and grab him by the shoulders. I need that shirt. Well, I guess we're in this for the long haul then. Just follow my lead. Don't arouse too much suspicion and we'll have cool ghost shirts in no time. We're in it for the shirts. He's not even wearing a shirt. He's got his old gear on. You'd think they like swap out some things just to, keep it together with the actual things that are happening in the game. Our group arrives at an old, decrepit, colonial-style house. A quick pause in the tour. My name is Quinn, but most people on the Ghost Tour circuit call me Tour Master Quinn. I'm a DJ, trivia master, and part-time actor. I do private ghost hunting events, birthday parties, MC bar mitzvahs, and perform traditional vaudevillian mime work. Blimey. Tourmaster Quinn gives out headshots to all of us. That's not what he means. His resume is on the back. Stage combat experience. Anyway, here's a bit of history for you all. This was the home of noted American author Dorothy Pembridge, whose prose was wildly popular in the late 19th century. It was in the attic of this very home where she wrote such classics as The Diaries of a Victorian Mistress, Lady Fitzwilliam's Courtship, and The Ghost of Sea Captain Reginald Barclay. That's Star Trek. Unless it's Barclay, but it still says Barclay. She unfortunately died of consumption shortly after the turn of the century, but several people have reported that on some nights you can see a light from the attic, where the ghost of Miss Pembridge continues work on her latest bestseller. I guess you could say that she was consumed by her work.
I'm so sad. I am sad.
No reaction from the crowd. This guy needs to work on his dad jokes. Actually, consumption is the popular cover-up. Little known fact is that it was a murder-suicide. I'm pretty sure she died of consumption. Sure, and we definitely didn't hire Stanley Kubrick to elaborately fake the moon landing. That's the watered-down, censored version that they teach you in school, but if you can't handle the real story, I understand. It's not for the faint of heart. Can we? I think everyone would much rather hear what this world-renowned ghost historian has to say, right, everybody? Hey. The group murmurs in agreement. This is a topic we cover extensively in our book, The fucking hell. In our book, Dr. Prescott, would you care to tell this story? Riff something highbrow, go with something I know, rely on improv comedy skills. Riff something highbrow. Ah, yes. Though it's rarely covered in traditional textbooks, Dorothy Pembridge was caught in a fierce rivalry with fellow local author Arthur Livingston Price. Arthur's books were blatant rip-offs of Pembridge's work and consistently sold better. Pembridge was enraged by this and confronted Livingston Price at his home with plans to end his life. Their bitter feud surprisingly blossomed into a torrid, passionate affair. After many months of secret courtship, Pembridge followed through with her original plan and poisoned Livingston Price in his sleep. Overcome with unexpected grief, Pembridge polished off the last of the poison and died by her lover's side. Reports say that couples who enter this house will no doubt doom their relationship to a bitter end. And because I'm just making shit up, he fucking loves that. Robert, the moon landing is not fake. Ugh. No, but the Earth is flat. Man, I should bring my wife here. I am your wife. The entire tour group laughs heartily. Oh. I'm kidding, my wife is dead. In fact, she's a ghost. The crowd gasps. She was killed by a ghost. The crowd gasps again. Excuse me. I'm just messing with you guys. A nervous chuckle ripples through the crowd. The tour guide sees this as an opportunity to take back the group and addresses us with some razzle-dazzle. Ha ha! What an interesting story. Now, I just want everyone to know that the next location is extremely terrifying. If anyone thinks they can't handle it, feel free to excuse yourselves.
Oh my god.
Shush you. Alright, I'm bored. Mary turns to a young guy looking at his phone and taps him on the shoulder. Hey kid, fancy buying a gal a drink? The guy looks up at her and smiles. Only if the bar is haunted. Honey, I can show you the most haunted place in town. I think I could exorcise your demons if that's what you're looking for. Don't write checks your dick can't cash, kid. His eyes go wide. Mary salutes me and Robert. She suddenly pulls me into a hug and murmurs into my ear. When you've known Rob for as long as I have, you know when something's wrong. Keep an eye on him for me tonight, okay? Sure, Mary. Good man! Mary pats me on the back and pulls away. She takes the guy's hand and leads him down the street. Take it, sleazy fellas. God help that poor soul. Mary or the kid? Both. Ugh. The moon is fake. Yeah, the moon is just an illusion. It's one of those things that you see at sea, reflected into the sky. Also, the moon is flat. Our last stop. This burial ground is such a hotbed of horrifying porn activity that I'm not even sure where to begin. There's the wailing ghost of the Wharfman, the vampire of Maple Bay, the children of the moonlight. What about the Dover ghost? That would be in Dover, wouldn't it? By this point, the tour guide is clearly irritated with us.
I am sad.
He is sad. What about it? Oh, nothing. I just think it would be a crime to come all this way out to this cemetery to the actual origin of the New England's most notorious paranormal entities and not even mention the infamous Dover ghost. That's not a real thing. That is absolutely not a real thing. I think someone needs to brush up on their paranormal history. I know tons about paranormal history. I know every ghost story in this area.
Hi.
I can guarantee there's one you don't know. Robert looks over at me and smiles.
Hi.
Would you folks care to hear the tale of how Prescott and I met?
That's the good stuff.
He says that's the good stuff, even though he says no. His face says yes, but his mouth says no. The entire group shushes the tour guide. Okay, fine, tell the story. Well, it was a dark and stormy night. I wasn't always a paranormal investigator. Way back when I was just a Bible salesman, traveling grifter, carnival barker. What's a carnival barker? Carnival barker. Living free and easy with the circus folk. They were always kind to me, took me in when I was young, but I knew I wanted something more. I happened upon the quiet town of Maple Bay, quite by accident, but little did I know this city has a dark side. Now, about the same time, I was just starting out as an apprentice to a rather famous ghost hunter, who was an old family friend of mine. I carried the equipment, operated the EVP machine, all that. Fucking hell. Wait. Yes? Who was the famous ghost hunter? Well, I don't like to name drop, but Georgia Mathers. The tour group gasps.
Hey!
Georgia Mathers? She's a legend! You know her? Knew her. Amazing woman, died mysteriously. Miss you, Georgie. Just throw that out there. Anyway, we were in Maple Bay investigating some reports of strange lights and sounds coming from the cemetery late at night. Now, we had been warned by the old crypt keeper The old crypt keeper. I can't fucking say that in that accent. Crypt keeper. Without it sounding like a pirate again. The old crypt keeper. That this place was highly dangerous. But I'm losing it. I'm losing the voice. Not that I really had the voice, but I'm losing it. It's been changing this entire time. Was never one to shy away from an adventure. We camped out in the center of the cemetery for 3 nights straight. We endured your so-called wailing watchman. Wailing ghost of the wharfman?
Oh.
Whatever. Your stupid vampire was just a teenager in a mask, but the Dover ghost, man, tell him, Prescott. So there I was, just walking back to my hotel after a long day of running the dunk tank, working on a couple short cons, selling Bibles again, running the dunk. We're supposed to be carnival folk. I'd finally worked up my way from the ticket taker to dunk tank technician. Fucking hell. I sat on that stand for hours on end, and nobody could ever hit the target. Trade secret, it was rigged. We didn't use actual water. Anyway, after a long day of yelling myself hoarse, don't you dare. I was 2 seconds off. I found myself walking past this very cemetery. Now, I was never a very superstitious man, but something seemed off. I could hear some sort of commotion happening deep within the graveyard, and I felt compelled to investigate. And thank God you did. Georgia and I were conducting a seance in the mausoleum.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
A seance in the mausoleum. At first, things were pretty normal. Pretty normal. Normal. Oh, how do you fucking do American accents? They were flinging their poo! I used to be very good at doing voices and accents and shit like that. And I think I'm just completely out of practice because I can't do them now. It's just... I mean, it has been years since I've tried to do an American accent. They were flinging their poo! Mad. But after about an hour, everything went south. Playing back the EVP meter, we were able to hear a single word.
Whoa.
Run.
Oh.
The air suddenly went cold. Something was very, very wrong. I just knew we weren't alone. We started to hear this faint, distant scraping noise, like something being dragged across the ground. It got louder and louder until it was deafening. Some kind of demented howl.
Mm-hmm.
And then I felt it. Something grabbing my ankle. Robert, as the whole crowd, hook, line and sinker, you could hear a pin drop. So when are we gonna bang? I've only cried twice in my life. Once was at the birth of my daughter. The other was when that thing started dragging me. That's the point. He doesn't have a daughter. And as we've established, everybody in this game has a daughter. Even this guy's probably got a daughter. He had a wife. I wasn't sure where it was taking me, but I knew it was no place I wanted to go. I was sure I was gonna die. The moment I crossed the gate into the cemetery, I heard this god-awful screeching. I ran into the mausoleum, just in time to see a man being pulled across the floor by... God. To this day, the mere thought of it ties my stomach into knots. It looked like a man, but like... I glanced at Robert. Like someone who didn't know what a man was supposed to look like. Tried to pull one together. The arms were too long. Its eyes glowed red. It was like a walking shadow. What did I do? What any good person would do. I lunged for... Shoot. That was his fake... What was his fake name again? Oh, fuck. I know the last name, but I don't know what the... First... Was it David? You've been lying for hours. Yeah, apparently we have, but we've lost track of it. It was Daniel, wasn't it? Must have been Daniel. Daniel. I got it right. I grabbed his hand and entered into a tug of war with the unholiest of forces. I thought I was going to be torn in half.
Hey.
But yeah, hey, I've been here the entire time. Hi. But I had God on my side. The pocket Bible I always kept on me fell out of my shirt pocket, and to this day I can remember what passage Jesus Christ. What passage it opened up to. Leviticus 2:5, Revelations 1:3, Ecclesiastes fucking 12:7, Austin 3:16. Oh, fucking Leviticus, whatever. And if thy oblations be a meat offering, bacon in a pan, it shall be of fine flour, unleavened, mingled with oil. Not exactly relevant, but true. I have no idea where Robert pulled that verse from. I think he knows the Bible, but maybe he also just made that shit up. With a horrifying growl, the entity finally relented, because he fucking hates bread, apparently. Daniel and I collapsed onto the ground, exhausted. We were both covered in blood. Whose blood? That damn creature clawed into my chest, got me real good. Had to get 16 stitches. In my ass. Robert pulls down the collar of his shirt to reveal a long, wicked scar across his pecs. And that's how I got this scar. I followed Georgia Mathers into to the ends of the earth. We faced exorcisms, demons, poltergeists, and threw our equipment across the room. That threw our... Right, but I had never seen Georgia so scared. She was never the same after that, and neither was I. Watching what happened to Daniel and Georgia shook my faith, but I came out of that experience a better man and a better friend. And we've been brothers ever since. The tour group gives us a round of applause as Daniel, Robert, and I share an emotional hug. As he embraces me, I can smell the cologne on his neck. Wow, Robert does clean up good. I find myself lingering a little too long on the hug. The tour guide seems to have bought it, and he's wiping a tear from his eyes. Thank you. It's an honor to be able to share our story. Be sure to watch out for our book, Paranormal Excursions of the Supernatural Ice Road Ghost Truckers. I Saw a Demon, The Shocking True Story of Seeing a Demon, The Bro's Guide to the Hottest Ghosts. I Saw a Demon and The Shocking True Story of Seeing a Demon. Robert has to suppress a laugh at that one. I thought that was quite funny. Well, I think you both definitely earned your t-shirts. The tour guide hands us the coveted t-shirts. He then slips us both his business card and leans in close. If you guys are ever in the need of a professional actor, balloon animal artist, Elvis impersonator, or nude model, please don't hesitate to contact me. I don't need you to be a nude model. I've got this guy to be a nude model. I'm fairly certain he would just get naked simply for the sake of being naked.
Hi.
You got it, buddy. After a couple of tourists take selfies with us,
Yes.
despite not really knowing who we were, we split away from the group and walk home. That was incredible. I really can't believe they bought all of that. I didn't know you had it in you, Fisma. My name is Fisma, so I do have a lot in me. Excuse me, Mr. Prescott. That bit about the pocket Bible was aces, although giving the Dover ghost glowing red eyes was a little cliché. And the Kubrick conspiracy theory bit wasn't. All part of the character. Well, we got the shirts out of it. We arrive in front of Robert's house. Want to have a drink? Is that even a question? Robert, how long have you known me for? Do you really think I would turn down the opportunity to share a fine alcoholic beverage with my treasured friend and accomplice, Mr. Robert Bobbert Small? If you ever call me Bobbert again, I'll kick you right in the shins. Both of them, at the same time. How do you kick someone with both your legs? Just jump in the air and just do a little kick. A week. Is it now? I know we've been doing this date for a while. I don't think it's been a week.
Hey.
Then you can expect an angry phone call from my orthopedist in the morning. Huh. Bobbert. Robert just laughs and starts unlocking his door. My shins live to die another day. Robert leads me inside. I can't help but think about what Mary said to me. Robert did seem a little bit off, but that completely disappears when we were joking around with the ghost tour. I don't know. He's hard to read. While I'm thinking, I hear claws skittering across the floor. Oh God, it's his pit bull. I'm about to be torn to shreds. I shut my eyes tight and brace for impact. Betsy, hey, be nice. I don't feel anything but tiny paws scratching at my shoes. I open my eyes. Oh, the dog disappeared. Betsy? Robert's dog jumps away from me, running around in circles and sniffing Robert's legs. He pats her on the head. Hey. Wait, no, he's not talking now, is he? Hey, that's not a pit bull. This is the cutest, dumbest Boston Terrier I've ever seen. Haven't we already seen this dog? Why are we surprised about that? A week total since we... Oh, is that how long we've known him? Okay. Betsy, you're not a pit bull. And you weren't taken by the Dover ghost. Betsy's made of tougher stuff than that, ain't you, girl? Betsy rolls over for some well-deserved belly rubs. Hey. I just kept a picture of a large pit bull in my wallet in case of emergencies. Comedic emergencies. Oh, excuse me. We make our way to Robert's living room. For a quiet man with arguably the oldest pickup truck that can be legally driven, this place is amazing. There are sleek, modern appliances throughout the home, with a big flat-screen TV mounted on the wall, and just clothes everywhere. I think that's a design choice. He has shelves upon shelves of DVDs. Guess he wasn't lying about being really into cinema. He pours us both glasses of whiskey from a well-stocked bar in the corner, while Betsy curls up on a pile of farts, apparently. Sorry, that one got me. It's just someone curling up on a pile of farts. So, how did you really get that scar? And don't tell me you got it fishing for Alaskan king crabs in the Bering Sea or something. You trained me too well. Robert laughs and takes a sip of his drink. My daughter and I were riding our bikes. I hit a rock, flew over the handlebars, and then we went to the hospital, and that's it. So he does actually have a daughter. I thought he was like perpetually single, and like his daughter was just his dog. I didn't know this. Not a very interesting story. No, it is not. But at least it's the truth for once. Never heard you talk about your daughter. Well, I have one. So they are okay. That's cleared everything for me. He is actually a dad. Well, I have one. ... That's her. He points at a picture on the wall, a very serious little girl with dark eyes. Yep, that's definitely Robert's daughter. How old is she? 55. 25, 26, not sure. Does she live around here? Huh? No, Val lives back home in Brooklyn. You're from Brooklyn? I think I've got the fucking wrong accent for this guy. Works at home, new media, online magazine thing. Makes buckets, though. He suddenly seems really serious. I probably shouldn't press him about it. You like what the fuck? Do you like Santana? Is that a place? It sounds like a fruit. Or a nut. Sultanas? Sultan? No, they're raisins. Yes.
Hi.
Okay, so he that was a good choice. Great. Robert pulls up, puts on Santa. It's a movie. Is it a movie or is it? He suddenly downs his drink in one gulp. Hey, are you all right? I think we're about to get buggered. Very famous. Oh, he's Guitar Man. Very famous artist. I don't know shit. Okay. This is why I stream, to educate myself. Because I'm a fucking thick as dog farts. Robert leans in and kisses me, the taste of whiskey burning my lips. I'm surprised at first, but slowly relax into his arms. He pulls away slightly, his lips barely brushing against my mouth.
Erections?
Indeed. I am now. I can't say anything, at best managing a sigh. I mean, it'd be rude to talk when you're in the middle of a kiss. I've done it before for comedic reasons with Gareth.
I will suck your dick.
Robert leans in again, kissing me harder. He pulls my bottom lip between his teeth and bites lightly, sliding a hand under my shirt. My heart pounds in my chest as he lies us both down on the couch. How's he doing that? I'm trying to imagine how that looks. Whatever. He kisses a trail down my neck, his teeth grazing my skin. There's a bit of a toothy kiss. Didn't know bottoms had lips. They do. It's just,
Erections?
on their bumhole. I just wait. It's not that. Robert bites down and I have to stifle a moan. Jesus. This is kinky now. Stop! Robert stiffens up and pulls away. No biting. No, I'm more than okay with that. Something's up. Robert runs a hand through his hair and looks away. I'm fine. I've just been kind of stressed out. Tired. Not a big deal.
Erections? Yes.
I'm wondering what this means. So, he's saying something's wrong. And now he's making excuses. Is he? Can he not get it up? Push it? Or is this a sub? I don't know. Okay, okay. He didn't like that. Okay. I kiss his hand. Robert returns to my neck, pressing deep kisses against my throat. He tugs at my shirt as I am taking it off. He starts undoing my belt. We make our way to his bedroom. And then, some banging happens. Wow. Yep. That was...
Erections?
Indeed it was.
I will suck your dick.
Well, I'm going to go to sleep. I nestle closer to him. Okay, so apparently he doesn't have any issues getting it up. And you're going to go home now. What? Haha, okay. Did we fuck up right at the end there? Because we didn't push it. Did that mean that he... Oh no. This could have been happy ending-ish. It is Robert, so maybe not. You're serious? Robert stares at me blankly. Okay. I'll see you around, I guess. Robert just rolls over and pulls the covers over himself. I grab my stuff off the floor, following the trail of clothes back to... I mean, I wasn't not expecting this, but... I I didn't expect to. I didn't expect it to be this sort of awkward without all the music. The hours tick by as I lie in bed, staring at the ceiling. What did I do wrong? Can we, go back? I want to see what happens if we did the right thing. We were here last, weren't we? We can sort of click through. Betsy, we're talking about Betsy, blah, 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 blah. Pause both glass, whiskey, daughter, not very interesting story. Have one. How old is she? 25. Val, Santana. We said yes, didn't we? Great. And then this is when it starts getting... You can say anything. Okay, boo, boo, boo. It's not that. Robert bites down as stifle a moan. Stop. Robert stiffens up and pulls away. No biting. Swings up. Robert. Just kind of stressed out, tired. Push it. Listen, I want this as badly as you do, but I know something's wrong. I need to make sure that you're okay. Robert stares at the ground. You don't know me that well, Fisper. I'm not. I'm a good person. I'm not a good person, he says. He takes a deep breath. I spent my whole life only taking and taking and taking, and now here I am, an old broken man sitting on top of a pile of everything I've ever taken alone. But I want to know you. You don't have to keep hiding behind fake stories and acting like you don't have feelings. It's... He sighs heavily. It's Val. She's visiting tomorrow. She wants to patch things up. The fuck? Okay. Are you... I'm sorry, but is this a bit... No. When was the last time you saw her? 3, 4, I think. Months? Decades? Years? I sit up straight. Which is ironic. Jesus, Robert, what happened between you? I don't want to talk about it. Robert and I sit in silence, neither of us wanting to look at each other, both of us unsure of what to do next. Bumming? Fine. Things were already bad between us. I care about her. I always did. Things just got in the way, and before I knew it, she was leaving for college. College? Yeah. Wanting nothing to do with me. Ugh. Marilyn? Who's Marilyn? Oh, of course you... I forget the way you make kids as female and male. Obviously, daughter had to be made somehow. Marilyn and I moved out of here to settle down. In erections. We thought it would help to get away from all the distractions, all the money, the drinking. But temptation gets to you. I tried to be better, but I just couldn't. And then the accident changed everything. I think every day about how she must have died hating me. Oh my God, she died. I never became a better man after that. She wanted to be the one she always saw in me. She was the last thread Val and I had connecting to her. Fucking Jesus Christ. I know. She was the last thread Val and I had connecting us together. I didn't know that when I lost my wife, I was gonna lose my daughter too. Robert, I spent so much time chasing after things I thought were gonna make me not erections. Make me happy that I ruined my only real chance at happiness. Now my wife is dead and my daughter hates me. And then I convinced myself that this, he gestures vaguely in my direction, was gonna make me happy. Why do I even try anymore? I'm so sorry. I know how hard it is to... No, you don't. How could you possibly know how this feels? You did everything right. Your daughter loves you. You're a good person. I was a terrible husband, and I'm an even worse father. Father. It's the A's that sort of get me. I have no idea what... the voice is just going wrong all over the it's all over the place, this one.
I have no idea why she's even bothering to contact me now. I know I'm just gonna fuck it up like I always do. I'm broken. I shouldn't even go. Arrgh. Turning into a pirate again.
Robert puts his head in his hands, trying to suck his own dick. Tell him what he wants to hear. Tell him what he needs to hear. Walk away. Tell him what he needs to hear. Brutal truths. Well, apparently it's all dicks from here on out. Nothing is going to change until you do. Robert pauses. He looks at me. There are a lot of things in my life that I regret, that I wish I could take back or do over, and it hurts so much that to know that I can't. But what I can do, and what you have the privilege of doing tomorrow morning, is to wake up and try to be a better person than you were the day before. Things aren't going to fix themselves tomorrow, or the next day, and patching things up with Val isn't going to solve all your problems either. But nothing is going to change if you don't, and you can't love anyone else until you stop hating yourself. And you're right, I don't know you that well, but you have the same capacity for good that we all have, and I know you can find it. Val is giving you a chance. Don't waste it. But, Robert, listen to me. It's gonna be okay. But... I lean over and embrace Robert, pulling him in as tightly as I can. He buries his head into my shoulder, hugging me back. It's gonna be okay. I place a hand on the back of his head and stroke his hair. He shudders and then sobs, and I realize that he's crying. Oh my god. We stay there for a while, holding each other. But... he did say but a few times, didn't he? Holding each other, we both eventually drift off to sleep. Well, I'm glad we did that one again.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Because we knife Dad, go on all of Robert's dates. Because I don't think we could have just left that as sort of, you know, now get out. Phew, I think I have everything. Okay, and now we're back to this that we've already done. Sorry. What? No. I had a crab cake sandwich for lunch. That's probably it. You're allergic to shellfish. Oh no, I forgot again. Dad.
Directions.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna be sick. What have I done? I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. I may have just let it out a little bit early there. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. And now we're back to the usual. Right. So we know what this bit is. We've done this. Just get to... I want to see if Robert has anything different to say at this point.
Yeah. All right.
But you didn't get bummed. How is that a happy ending? You know, sometimes not getting bummed is the optional... Not the optional, the optimal choice. If you feel a fart coming, probably not good to do anal at that point. Pablo. I fucking love Pablo. Don't fart at me. Oh, God, Mary's talking to... Listen, kid, you're gonna need some real life skills out there if you're gonna make it out on the street, on the seas. I'm going to college.
Huh?
Same thing. Look, I know you're not old enough to drink.
Right.
And I know you're smart enough not to drink until you're of legal age.
Oh.
But hypothetically, if you were to drink, it'd behoove you to drink a glass of water between rounds.
Got it. Hypothetically.
And if you wake up with a headache, all you gotta do is
Take a jar of pickles and drink the pickle juice.
you're gonna be fine.
What's going on here?
Girl talk.
Mary turns back to Amanda.
Now let me tell you about how to deal with a bad roommate. First thing to know, you get straight A's if they die during the semester. Mary! Relax, it's a myth.
Hey.
Supposedly. I should keep a knife underneath my pillow more often. Against my better judgment, I leave them be. Who the fuck is this? Did Robert change? Did you transition? I don't think I recognize that girl by the snack table. I should go say hello. Hi, I don't think we've met. Oh, we've met years ago. How long has it been? Roberta? I'm here for my revenge. No, you're the daughter! That's what we were just talking about. Val. You're Val. Who's... God damn it.
Yeah.
Just showing up at random? You're Robert's kid, aren't you? Spot on. I guess that... Wait. Is she gonna have the same... She's not having the same voice. Fuck that voice. Spot on. I guess that makes you Fisma, huh? Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad Robert brought you along. Yeah, he promised there would be free food. So that's kinda hard to pass up. And look, I don't know you, but... Can I get real with you for a sec? My old man's a real closed book. You know, me and him, we got a long way to go. You don't erase decades of neglect in a week, but you sure can get tired of what the fuck? You sure can get tired of staying angry about it. Okay. That kind of bitterness, it poisons you. I think I'm too young for that. Anyway, lately he's been better. A lot better. And between him shaving for once and how much he talks about you, I get the feeling you have something to do with it. So, no, I'm just one of his soon-to-be victims.
I will suck your dick.
Not that, murder. I'm not going to be a victim of a good dicking. Robert means a lot to me. I'm glad he's getting better. Just keep an eye on him. We can't murder everyone who shows up on the screen, okay? Just keep an eye on him while I'm not around, okay? Or else. What? I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know if you are. I don't know why I'm like this. I think it runs in the family. Amanda trots up to the conversation. Hey, I love your necklace. And your hair. And just, geez, your whole vibe is cool. Thanks. I like your jacket. My girlfriend collects pins too. Oh, this is my daughter Amanda. Amanda, this is Robert's daughter Val. Nice meeting you. I heard you're a photographer. Aspiring photographer. I'm going to school for it. You take pictures? Yes. Then you're a photographer. Welcome to the biz. Val hands Amanda a business card. We should have done this ages ago. She's going to end up going to a really good workplace now. If you're ever looking for internship, shoot me an email. Anyway, I need to go make friends with that woman over there who's dual-wielding wine glasses. Catch you later. Val walks away. She's so cool. She gave me her business card. She touched my hand. Congrats, you just networked for the first time. I'm a regular business lady now. Quarterly projections, stock market, synergy! Synergy! While you're making a fortune as a businesswoman, I gotta keep this party going. Catch you around, Pops. And get rid of Brian. Don't want to talk to Brian anymore. Same thing, yep. Craig says the same thing. Ice cream cake. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey.
We've already done this as well. Emphasis on the sack. Church events, blah, blah, blah. Dance moves, yep.
Hey.
Mac and cheese. He's got pockets full of mac and cheese. Amanda zips past.
Ah.
Hey,
Yep, okay. You as well. Alright. Oh, so Robert doesn't actually show up in that bit. As the party starts to wind down, take a seat next to Robert. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. ... Hey. Hey. I haven't heard from you in a bit. How have you been? Oh, I'm great. Never better. Wait. Wasn't that both Robert? I could have sworn that was Robert. It said Robert there. We gotta get together again sometime. Maybe watch the game or something. Yeah, that sounds cool. ... Come on, Robert. Give me something more than that. Let's have fun like we used to. Robert places a hand on my thigh. I mean, we could have fun. Not like that. We're sitting under a tree. We're just gonna shoo people away and then just get buggering. I don't think so. I pull away from Robert and look him in the eyes. Robert, I miss you. ...
Yes.
Okay. Robert gets up. I'll see you around. He walks away, leaving me alone on the bench, alone with my thoughts. The last guests begin to make their way out of the party. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party! What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something. Alright, so we're back to... We've done this bit. Thanks. Thanks for the picture. Blah, blah, blah. Team Bumhole. Right, yeah. So that was the other thing that we were questioning. Everything else we're good with. So I think we're done here. It was clear that there was some shit going on with Robert, and I needed to find out that. Everything else, not interested. I mean, there's not really that much going on with Damien, Matt, fucking Hugo. I couldn't give a shit about any of them, honestly. Just that it was just those three that we needed to sort of get the mystery out of. Okay, now that I can't spoil it, can I tell you one of the other endings? By all means, let me know. Gallery. The fuck? Wait, did we not stick around for like the end of each one of those to get the pictures? Ah, bollocks to it.
Directions.
I suppose we would have had to, like, wait till the very, very end. Unless the gallery is literally just for, like, the first playthrough. I don't know. Minigames. Oh! All of our minigames are here. How about... Oh, fuck. Should we do the slapping penguins one again?
Block that bird.
Block the bird. Just keep slapping the penguins. There's no limit. Just overwhelm them with hands on rockets. What was that? Penguins escaped? Fuck off. Did it escape? Where did it escape? I don't see anything go around here.
Bribe that team.
Hooray! Money. Mission complete. Did we do better this time? There's multiple endings where you die. Jesus. Joseph has murdered all the mothers. That's why they're all single dads. You end up in his murder basement and the drunk lady helps you escape to freedom. What the fuck? We ended up on a boat. How does it end up like that? Do we just piss him off the entire time? And he just ends up murdering us? That would... oh, God, that would explain why there is no... Oh, God. Some of the endings are fully unhinged. I don't... Oh my God, I'm going to have to... I'm not going to do them. But I'm going to have to look them up. Because I think I'm done with this game now. I've sort of wound down on it, but I'm gonna have to look it up because that's I'd have to play the entire game again just to get that. If the whole idea is to just piss him off, I think you can die really easy if you pick the last date with the big guy you went fishing with. And it's not the death, it's the dealing with Joseph as a murderer. That's the bit that's the one I'm confused about. How do I get that ending? How do I get that ending? Navigation. Oh, this is the wiki. Oh. Is that why he looks like a priest in this one picture? Because that's him doing his murders or something. I don't know. Well, you know what? That even if I do that, then that's going to be a whole new stream. I'm not going to be doing that now, because like I've got stuff to be doing. I am genuinely curious how you end up doing that. I do get the feeling all you got to do is just like go the Joseph route and just piss him off the entire time. That's what I think. Anyway. And then he just gets angry enough to want to murder you. I didn't know there was death in this. I got the feeling there may have been some like dark undertones, but I thought that was just Robert. Anyway, or like, you know, being a gimp, which again was Joseph. Right. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you're new and you're still watching, please give us a follow. Won't be streaming tomorrow because I've got to get to sleep early so I can get on a train the next day. So Pokemon will probably have to wait. Why is my bot still not connected? It's saying stream elements again. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna send you over to somebody else. Who have we got? It's not showing me. Oh well. I haven't got anybody on. Show me! Show me! Why is it not just... There we go, right. I'm going to send you over to... Is that Pudgy Cat? Yeah, I'm going to send you back over there. Alright, yeah, I'm going to get that going. So... Next stream will probably be on Sunday. We might start a new Pokemon playthrough. So yeah, look forward to that. Pokemon Shining Pearl, I think. Yeah.
and then I've got to think of something else to play so we can sort of go from that to that. Anyway, I'll figure something out. Have fun over at Pudgy Cat, and yeah, toodaloo and bye-bye.